Hi guys, it's me, and today I want to do a very simple nail tutorial for you. This is going to be kind of a dark spring nail tutorial. Spring has not really hit where I am, so it's kind of put me in a little bit of a cranky mood, so I really love my dark colors, even though I know it's spring and it should be fun and poppy colors. So this is kind of my negotiated compromise between dark and bright light colors. For this, you will need two different nail polishes, preferably one very dark and one light in the same kind of color family, if that makes sense. The two that I'm using today is going to be by Essie, my favorite polish in the whole wide world, even though it's so expensive, it's annoying. The light color is Turquoise and Caicos, and the dark color is called Stylenomics. As I said, you want the two colors that you choose to be in the same color family. Mine are kind of in that turquoisey greenish blue family so that they kind of still go together. You'll also want a base and top coat. I love the Seche Vite. It is my favorite. I started using the base coat because I do love my dark colors and it helps kind of protect my nails from getting stained. As you can see, they are a little bit yellow because I never go a day without nail polish on, but without the base coat, they would probably look far worse. For this, you can have long or short nails. I like the way my hands look with short nails, and being a mom of three, it's a lot simpler just to keep them short in general. Next, what you will need for the design is going to be nail art tape. This stuff is super cheap. I think I got 12 rolls like this in a package from Amazon.com for I believe like $1.29. It was super cheap, like I said. It was shipped all the way from China though, which is probably why it was so cheap, and it took about a month to get to my doorstep, but it was totally worth waiting. It will last you forever. This is my second roll and I've had it for 6 months now, so I have 10 more rolls plus this roll to go. You can also find this at probably Sally's, but I can't promise you that it's gonna be as cheap. This last thing that you'll need is optional. I love using this multi-purpose nail stick thing on my nails before I paint my nails in any color because it helps minimize bubbles and bumps, and it also helps the nail polish, I think, stick. I use size 4 and size 5 to even out my nails and make them all smooth and purty. And if you're wondering what kind of nail polish I just use the regular store brand that I got at our local Kroger, where I also got the nail file. So starting off, we're going to take that Seche Vite clear base coat, or your choice of base coat, and we are just going to coat all of our fingers with that bad boy. And I am a little bit messy when it comes to this kind of stuff because it's clear and I'm lazy and always in a hurry. After you're done, give your fingers a few minutes to dry. Well, not a few minutes, maybe like 2 minutes to dry before you apply your first coat of anything else. Now, before we go any further, we want to go ahead and take that nail art tape and cut these strips that we'll need for our design. By doing so, that will make it so that we can avoid doing it with wet nails. So unravel your nail art tape, take a strip, and just start cutting off little strips. I think longer is better than shorter, and you will see why as I go on in the video. I only used 4 per finger, but if you have longer nail beds, you'll probably want more, or if you have shorter nail beds, you'll want less. After those are cut, set those aside just like you would like when you're wrapping a gift with tape. I like to use my nail polish bottle that I've already used, so like the clear base one, and just put them around there because then I can easily grab them off without them sticking or adhering too strongly. Next, taking your lighter color of the two colors, mine is the Turquoise and Caicos by Essie, like I mentioned before. Paint your accent finger. It can be whatever finger you like. I like my ring finger to be my accent finger because that's just the most common for this type of design. And since this is a rather sheer color and I'm not a huge fan of it, I'm gonna have to do 2 coats on each of my ring fingers for it to become opaque. And the reason we are painting our accent fingers first is because this is the finger that we want to dry the fastest. So by painting it first, it gives it a longer amount of time to dry while we paint our other fingers. After those are done, you can always add a top coat to help them dry faster. Now that those are done, grab your darker color, which again, this is the Stylenomics by Essie, and go ahead and apply that to all of the rest of your nails. This is a pretty opaque color, but I'm going to put on 2 coats just because that is what I'm used to doing, and I like to just be extra sure that it's going to be opaque when it dries. After that is done, apply your top coat of choice. Again, I love Seche Vite. It is my all-time favorite. Not only does it dry super fast, but it dries every layer of the nail polish, so you don't have to worry about it moving around underneath the top coat or smudging or anything like that. And as a mother of 3, I really need that in my life. After you're done applying that, you are going to just let your nails dry for at least 5 to 10 minutes before moving on to the next step. Now that you've waited 5 to 10 minutes, your nails should be dry depending on what kind of top coat you used, and it's time to apply the nail art tape. Now just place your nail art tape strips in, or on your finger I should say, in rows going down your finger. Like I said, I used 4. If you have longer nail beds, by all means use more. If you have shorter nail beds, use less. You get what I mean. I'm going to make sure that these are straight across and that they're not crooked, and I'm just going to evenly space them all the way down my finger to make stripes. And after you're done, this is what it should look like. And then taking your dark color again, you're going to paint your accent nail. Now make sure that the entire nail is covered and there are no crevices or spots where that lighter color is showing through at all. After that, blow on your nails a few seconds and then pull off that first accent nail's tape very carefully. If you wait too long to pull off the tape, you risk pulling off more of the dark color than you plan to. If you do it too soon, you can have the dark bleed onto the light. So it's very important, again, to blow on your ring finger just for a couple of seconds to get it a little bit tacky, and then start carefully peeling off these strips, pulling them towards you and up. And then last but not least, add your top coat to those last 2 fingers. And after you're done, this is what your nails should look like. Again, you can use any 2 colors that you want. These are just the ones that I chose for myself. I hope you enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys all in my next video. Bye!